Hi, my name is Tiffany Vollmer. You might know me as the voice of Bulma from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. And this is my 5-question interview. How do you expand your range as a voice actor? Do you study accents or voice qualities? I do all of that. Not only do I do it, but I also wrote an acting for media program where I taught it for 4 years. I use a lot of different tools. I use Lecoq method. It's kind of a movement type. But you can also use that when we're talking about using your voice, especially with different qualities, whether it be volume or pace or tone. I warm up still, even when I'm going to talk a lot. My daughter is also acting now, and so it's really fun to do vocal warm-ups with a 9-year-old. What's your routine of taking care of your voice, especially during demanding projects? When we first started doing Dragon Ball, we weren't taking really great care of our voices. We were screaming and screaming for pages at a time. Now that we learned, I used to have a 3.5 octave range, and I've lost some of my upper register, unfortunately. But, saving the screams for last, making sure you're really warmed up and prepared for it, and not recording for too long. Like, I can't do more than a 4-hour session without starting to feel a little strained. So just being aware of your instrument and your tool and knowing what your limits are. I have a product that I like to use. I learned about it from a guy named Michael Cavanaugh who was singing Moving Out on Broadway. It's called Singer's Saving Grace. It's just a lubricant that you can spray very generously in your mouth. I think it's like $12 a case, and they're like little squirt bottles. You can just use it to lubricate. I also drink a lot of Emergency. Gets me through the day, keeps my immune system going. When signing autographs, what quotes are you most asked? What quotes are you asked for the most? Yep, it's me. I'm as smart as I am beautiful. Or I'm too young and pretty to die. What's the most surprising direction a director has ever given you during a recording session? I had to ribbit for an entire episode, so walking in and being told, hey, you're going to be a frog today. Let me hear your ribbit. That was pretty fun. Everything else is pretty straightforward. I mean, I did her for over a decade, so my sessions weren't very involved. I pretty much knew what I was doing and walked in, one-hit wonder kind of deal. We all try to say that. It's not always true. But do you use hook lines to get into character at the start of your session, or other methods to make sure you maintain consistency? I have this weird thing where I just kind of channel the character. Like, I don't know how to explain it. If I can get a vision of the character in my mind and hear them in my own brain, then it just kind of comes out of my mouth. So I don't really use a hook line. I know what that is. I know some people have done that, and a lot of times I'm only going in to read for one character that's not a reoccurring role, so I make it up on the fly and I don't have to go back to it. You can find me on Instagram and on Facebook, the OG Bulma, the O.G. Bulma. Yeah, that's where you can find me.